Hello everyone and welcome to our weather update on Sunday the 10th of November 2024. This morning we're starting off on again a cloudy note. It's been cloudy now since I think last Wednesday, so for about 10 days now it's been overcast with not a glimmer of sunshine where I am. I don't know if any of you have been any luckier, but it's been in total now 11 days for me of just overcast skies relentlessly, anti-cyclonic gloom basically. High pressure built into a moisture laden westerly airflow and trapped that moisture underneath it, resulting in this stubborn cloud, this low cloud, drizzly sort of stuff for over a week now. But the good news is that it's coming to an end. So you can see that there'll be a few areas of rain tomorrow morning through parts of the North and Midlands. Now, as we go into the day itself, these bursts of rain clear eastwards, and would you believe it, the sun shines again in the afternoon. Yeah, I've forgotten what the sun looks like now. In fact, I've lost hope of it being sunny ever again, but it seems like we're in luck tomorrow if we're in the West and Midlands. But I think that even tomorrow in the east and southeast, we will struggle to see sunshine tomorrow due to how early the sun sets. But the clouds should clear the southeast coast by about 7 p.m. And tomorrow night should be a clear night, apart from a few veils of high clouds. So Monday starts quite cold and clear as the air does radiate to space. And there will be some fog, as you can imagine, with the long nights, but I think that we will stay frost-free. Now, Monday is a bright day with widespread spells of hazy sunshine, and quite a cool day as well, considering the change of air masses. Into Tuesday, once again, we'll start off quite chilly, possibly with some frost and fog. And again, Tuesday is a day of widespread spells of hazy sunshine. Now into Wednesday, we do see more general cloud pushing in from northwest as the high just sort of meanders to our west and allows some more of a northwesterly in, and that might bring some drizzle. That might bring some light rain into Ulster by the evening, but really that will be very marginal. And into Thursday, that bit of light rain does just sort of skirt down the east coast, but really only a few spots. But Thursday is back to the cloud, unfortunately. Now, temperature-wise, let's see how we're looking. So, it's actually been quite mild for Ireland. Like yesterday it was around 12 to 14ish. But for the UK, it's been quite a different story. It's been cloudy, but it's been a lot colder for the UK. So really chilly for the UK, but Ireland has managed to keep a more of a westerly airflow that's kept the mild air going. So moving on, we see that today, Sunday, is another mild day with highs of around 10 to 14 degrees, quite mild and cloudy. But again, as I said, sunnier into Connacht and Ulster in the afternoon. Now, tomorrow night will be quite a cool night. Again, I say patchy frost in Midlands, but really nothing too bad. Could be a lot colder. About 0 to 5 degrees, coldest in about South Ulster region. Into Monday, we see a cooler day due to the change of air masses. Highs of around 10 or 11. Not too bad, really. Could be worse. Tuesday morning, again, starts colder. Lows of around 0 to 4 degrees that night. Quite a widespread frost in the Midlands. Into Tuesday itself, highs of 9 to 11 degrees, a bit cooler again. Wednesday morning starts with frost in Connacht and Ulster, lows of 0 to 6 degrees, mildest on the east coast, I think, and up in parts of North Ulster as well. Into Wednesday, highs of around 9 to 11, nothing too crazy. So cool and clear nights, crisp mornings, and days that aren't too chilly but aren't too mild. Pleasant weather for November. And we go into Thursday, we get a milder morning due to the clouds, and Thursday itself again is mild up to 13 degrees. Here's the NAO, next observing forecasters. So we're currently positive with the NAO. You can see that it's been positive since around the 20th of October, meaning that we've had quite a strong zonal westerly flow with a deep low around Iceland and a strong area of high around the Azores. And that high has been very much influential over the past week or two, being ridging up from the southwest, bringing in a lot of cloud, a lot of moisture, but again trapping it, leading to this constant anticyclonic gloom. But it's about to lift. Also, notice that on the 15th, bang on, the NAO drops into negative territory according to the ensemble mean there. So that does show blocking is likely to be more influential in the north, and we could see a low towards the Azores. So basically a reversed pattern, really. A low towards Azores and a high towards Iceland and Greenland. Now, let's confirm that with the latest GFS run, shall we? So this is starting tomorrow at 6 a.m. Again, we've got that little trough coming through the country, bringing that little bit of showery rain, but it does clear the gloom through. Again, the same area of high comes back in, but it builds into a much different air mass, a clear high this time. So sunny, some clouds around, mostly high, so hazy sunshine, but in general, sunny. High pressure right over the country on Tuesday. Plenty of sunshine, quite a mild day, but quite a cold morning, again with frost and fog, especially in the Midlands. And into Wednesday, the high does meander, it does sort of meander to our west a bit, allowing that cloud to come around it. So a bit cloudy on Wednesday and Thursday, again with some rain possible at times, some drizzle. Now, watch this, into Friday, we see the high pushing towards Greenland, and down pushes a big trough into Scandinavia. Now, there we go. We open the door next Saturday to northerly winds. A northerly blast comes in. That is our negative NAO. High towards Greenland and Iceland. The low isn't over the Azores, but it's over France to our south. That is quite reversed. And yes, we see a good. That starts on Saturday. So 1, 2, 3. Even on Monday it's going. Tuesday it's going. Yeah. And then on Wednesday the high comes in. I'd say Wednesday's so cold, but Thursday gets milder. So about a 5-day long blast of cold air is coming up if it's right. Of course, question marks on this because it's a week out. But the GFS is going for a cold northerly blast. And we keep going into the final part of the month, and it's just westerly, really, back to westerly winds. I've observed some interesting patterns this month so far, this season really, since September, and we've seen a few repeated northerly snaps, Stephen, for God's sake. Snaps, not slaps. Okay, so we saw 2 northerly outbreaks in September, one on the 13th and one on the 27th, and we also saw one northerly on the 13th of around that sort of month anyway, that sort of time. On the 13th, 11th of October. Repeated northerly snaps can be hints of cooler winters. I don't want to say too much yet, but the winters, a lot of cold winters, cooler winters, are often preceded by signals in the autumn. And I can't remember the last time we had an autumn that really kind of gave me that sort of signal with a lot of frequent northerly snaps. And if we get this snap in November come off, that is something I can't really explain it, but it's something that over the years is observed to kind of herald a cold winter. Cold snaps in September and November especially. Just something to throw out there. Just something to think about. Just something at this minute. Nothing too deep. Just a bit of food for the mind. Okay, so here's the ECM. ECM. Again, we know we can get a strong build of high pressure through Monday and Tuesday, bringing a lot of sunshine, but quite cold mornings. Wednesday, Thursday, a bit more cloud around the high pressure system. It goes to our west of it. And then, like the GFS, on Saturday, the floodgates open to northerly winds from the Arctic. Big high towards Greenland and Iceland area, big trough over Russia, and down plunges that northerly wind, cold, wintry showers in the north, and frosty and icy. Then this low comes in from the north, it dives down, and let's look at the upper temperatures with that actually. So, okay, this is interesting. So we do have cold, that is a cold low. That low is plunging in from the north. And we could be a bit too early for snow, but if that came off, there would be wintry potential. Once again, that is like 9 days away, so it's highly unreliable. But throwing it out there. Either way, we end up in Tuesday the 19th, so coals. Here is the GEM run. Once again, strong area of high Monday, Tuesday, plenty of sunshine, cold mornings. Wednesday, Thursday, that high just goes to our west and allows a bit more moisture in, so cloudier and possibly with drizzle. Basically back to the gloom. Sorry guys. Anyway, Friday, once again, big trough forms around Svalbard. It plunges towards Scandinavia and down plunges that northerly blast. Again, it starts there on Saturday and it keeps going through Sunday, Monday. Maybe not as intense on the GEM, but either way, by next Tuesday, we're still in northerly winds with a mid Atlantic ridge. There we go, and it's like the feature you get underwater, but in terms of pressure, and you get this trough to our east, putting down a northerly wind. Here is the UK Met Office run, and again we see high pressure coming up from the south. Then we go into Wednesday, Thursday. Gets a bit cloudier. Let's see what happens on Friday. Okay, so the UK Met Office run does not have the cold snap, guys. It doesn't have it. It might have it if we go beyond this, because the high is going to our west, it's going towards Greenland, and the trough towards Iceland that's coming south. But up to Saturday, it's not coming. And there could be something. The high might not go away from us. It might just sit right over us and keep us in the miles. And that trough just goes to our northeast, far away, and the cold just goes towards Scandinavia and Europe, and we miss out. That's the danger. That's often how these sort of things mess up. The high just doesn't get far enough northwards, and the cold plunges away to our east, and we are left on the periphery, or just left with the gloom. Here's the Icon run. Icon, once again, we get a strong build of high pressure through Monday and Tuesday, bringing plenty of dry and crisp weather. Thursday and Friday are a bit cloudier and dank. Here we go. Icon has it. As early as Saturday morning next week, down comes that northerly blast, and as far as we can get to, which is next Sunday, for the ice bars, coming right up, look there, Faroe Islands, Svalbard, don't know where that is, but either way you go back there, Siberia. Upper temperatures, not that cold, but the sort of air is very, very cold. That's a true Arctic / possibly Siberian blast if you trace the ice bars back around there. And here's the iPairs run. You can see that once again, high pressure coming in through Monday and Tuesday. We get a break from the gloom, but the gloom comes back on Wednesday and Thursday as we get the intrusion of moisture from the west. Let's look at very quickly the ensemble members for the GFS. Yeah, so we can see. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, we can see that we're miles up until the 16th, next Saturday. Then we go quite cold till I think that's the just after the 20th really, and then around average beyond that. But there's definitely a cold snap / cold spell around the 16th to 20th, or just beyond that, so of November. So we have to see. The thick green line is the run that I just showed you, and it's also the cold run of the range. Everyone, thanks for watching. See you. Bye for now.